The Royal Navy is the United Kingdom's principal naval warfare force. Naval forces were first used by Alfred the Great in the 9th century, and from the early 14th century England's navy was engaged in maritime warfare. The modern Royal Navy traces its origins to the early 16th century, the oldest of the UK's armed services. It is known as the Senior Service. For the middle decades of the 17th century and through the 18th century, the Royal Navy vied with the Dutch Navy and later with the French Navy for maritime supremacy. For the mid-18th century it was the most powerful navy in the world until surpassed by the United States Navy during the Second World War. The Royal Navy played a key part in establishing the British Empire as the unmatched world power during the 19th and first part of the 20th centuries. Due to this historical prominence, it is common, even among non-Britons, to refer to it as the Royal Navy, without qualification. Following victory in the Great War, the Royal Navy was significantly reduced in size. Although at the onset of the Second World War it was still the largest in the world. By the end of the war, however, the United States Navy had emerged as the world's largest. During the course of the Cold War, the Royal Navy transformed into a primarily anti-submarine force, hunting for Soviet submarines, mostly active in the GI-UK gap. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, its focus has returned to expeditionary operations around the world and remains one of the world's foremost blue water navies. The Royal Navy maintains a fleet of technologically sophisticated ships and submarines, including an amphibious assault ship, 2 amphibious transport docks, 4 ballistic missile submarines, 7 nuclear fleet submarines, 6 guided missile destroyers, 13 frigates, 15 mine countermeasure vessels and 22 patrol vessels. As of the 19th of March 2016, there are 77 commissioned ships in the Royal Navy, plus 12 ships of the Royal Fleet Auxiliary. There are also 5 merchant Navy ships available to the RFA under a private finance initiative. The RFA replenishes Royal Navy warships at sea, and augments the Royal Navy's amphibious warfare capabilities through its 3 Bay-class landing ship vessels. The total displacement of the Royal Navy is approximately 337,000 tons. The Royal Navy is part of Her Majesty's Naval Service, which also includes the Royal Marines. The professional head of the Naval Service is the First Sea Lord, an admiral and member of the Defence Council of the United Kingdom. The Defence Council delegates management of the Naval Service to the Admiralty Board, chaired by the Secretary of State for Defence. The Royal Navy currently operates 3 bases in the United Kingdom where commissioned ships are based: Portsmouth, Clyde and Devonport, Plymouth, the last being the largest operational naval base in Western Europe.